Greetings. This week in Canada, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, called an election. Called an election for next month in September. I don't know of any other time that has ever happened. And I believe that this election will be a critical turning point for Canada, either for the good or for the bad. It is a critical time. It is a critical time for Canadians and Canada itself. In the last year and a half, Canadians have, and many people in the world, but I'm talking about Canada right now, Canadians have had the freedom of speech compromised in many areas, including politics and in government. Freedom of speech compromised. Freedom of religion compromised. Pastors have been put in jail and fined for holding gatherings. Freedom of health, freedom of a choice of your health has been coerced and compromised. Government officials have been kicked out of their caucus for having an opinion that isn't the same as the leader of that party. That doesn't even sound right for Canada. The Prime Minister that has called the election in his first and second term compromised his position with, and ethics committee has come in, done, a review and said, yes, it was wrong what the Prime Minister did. The challenge is the ethics committee then has to report to the Prime Minister, and it's the Prime Minister who has to then discipline himself. Something's wrong with our government in total. The worst and scariest part is that many people are focused on an issue and are having a challenge seeing past that issue, how that issue has actually compromised our freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of our health, choice of our health, our political parties, and that to me is very scary. That to me is very scary. What is Canada all about? We have a constitution that protects those very things that we've had compromised in the last year and a half. So this election in September, we need to think long and hard about what political party gets in and what they believe in and the people. I believe that maybe it's time that all things change. Our political parties and the way our government works needs to change. When a Prime Minister can do things that are wrong and be told and be proven that he did wrong and no recourse comes from it, something's wrong with the way our government is set up. We need an overhaul. We need an overhaul of the political parties. We need an overhaul of how the government works. And you know what? Canada is so many billions and billions and billions of dollars in debt. Who are we in debt to? Who are we in debt to? Ask those questions. Go to the political debates. Ask the questions. What do you believe in? Do you believe in our constitutional rights? Who are we in debt to? Is your political party going to get further into debt? We can't keep continuing going into debt. A household, a business cannot continue to go into debt. We go bankrupt. in a government, they can't continue to spend money that they don't have. It has to come from somewhere. It has to come from somewhere. Who are we in debt to? Our country is in trouble. Canadians are in trouble. This election will be a turning point for Canada, good or bad. I pray that you pray. I pray that you attend meetings. I pray that you ask the hard questions. And I pray that you ask the hard questions to yourself. What's really important? Is our constitutional rights important? Are our constitutional rights important? Is freedom of speech important? I think it is. Is freedom of religion important? I think it is. Is freedom of choice for your health important? I think it is. Freedom of choosing someone for your political party, right? Do they have the right to then have voice and opinion of what their people that they represent are saying? I think that's important. I think our Prime Minister has to be accountable. And if not, he has to be taken out. If you're not accountable, if you're not upright, standing, and truthful, you should not be leading a country. That's my opinion. I hope you all pray about that. I hope you attend meetings. This is a pivotal time for Canadians and for Canada coming up in September 2021. The only ones that can make a change and a difference is us, our vote. And you know what? That's a constitutional right. Amen.